to the channel. In today's video, we were talking about the brand new Spider-Man brand new day suit reveal, not the two videos that got posted like weeks ago, the official like set piece behind the scenes photos and videos of the actual costume that were leaked a few days ago as well. These photos are amazing, and I know I'm very late talking about this, but hey, better late than never. Before we get to any of that, make sure to subscribe, comment, share, and turn on post notifications to be notified when I post a new video. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. All right, disclaimer, this is not like a breakdown of the suit. This is just me giving my personal opinion on how much I actually love the suit. This suit is absolutely amazing. This is one of the best Spider-Man suits we have ever gotten in live action, and without a doubt, the best Spider-Man suit Tom Holland Spider-Man has ever gotten. This tops every single other Spider-Man suit he has ever gotten in the MCU. Anything that was given to him by Stark, way better. It's so vibrant, comic accurate, and just true to Spider-Man's character. I think a lot of things that people hated about Tom Holland Spider-Man is that he was so dependent on Stark and Tony Stark and just other people, when in reality, that's not who Spider-Man is. Spider-Man is his own independent character who, you know, rides solo and helps the Avengers and maybe the Fantastic Four on the side. Majority of the time, he's his own hero, and he does a great job keeping the city and the streets of New York City safe. But enough about that. One thing that really caught my eye about the suit is how big his web shooters are, and I think this is a very good detail to have in this new suit. It symbolizes that he is not with Stark anymore. Stark is gone. He does not have his tech anymore. There's no more subtle web shooters or small web shooters. He is broke, and he has to use whatever he can get his hands on to make this new suit and new web shooters for himself. I also love that they kept the moving island. I was kind of disappointed when I saw the mask. After that whole build up in the video with him showing the body of the suit but not the mask, I thought they had changed the mask a little bit, and they did. They tweaked some things about his jawline and like the length of his eyes, but nothing really that noticeable and nothing that really like stands out from his old mask. And I thought that they were gonna give him like bigger lenses, very similar to what Andrew had in his second movie. And Andrew's suit was my favorite Spider-Man suit of all time up until this suit came along. I have had a lot of time to think about this, and a lot of you might disagree with me, but in my opinion, this new suit that Tom has been given by the MCU is better than Andrew's suit. And here are some things I like more about it. I like how subtle the web lighting on this suit is. And that's another thing that's been missing in the MCU Spider-Man. His webbing is very faint and very just like a part of the suit. It does not really stick out like Tom and Andrew's does. But in this suit, it does. And it doesn't stick out as much as Tom's did, which was like a little too like, you know, just too attention setter. Like you can see very clearly on Tobey's suit that his webbing is raised a lot. And on Tom's, his webbing is raised on his suit, but it's not so thick and so daunting. It's more subtle and it's perfect. I also like how spacious his webs are. I think Andrew's suit, the spaces between his webs were very small, and it made the suit look very like kind of full, but not in like a good way, but not in such a bad way where I hated the suit. I still love the suit, but I like the fact that Tom's suit's webbing on his suit is just a bit more spaced out. I think that really lets the colors pop and lets every aspect of the suit get its own like little spotlight. I also love his new symbol. It's wider and longer. I think it's very reminiscent of Andrew's suit. This suit has many comparisons to Andrew's suit, from the lenses, from his symbol, from the raised webbing. That's something that they got from Tobey's suit and Andrew's suit. And I love that Marvel is finally learning to learn from others, like Tobey's suit and Andrew's suit. Tobey's suit, I'm not that big of a fan of. It's not bad, but it's not really that good. It's very unique, I would say. But Andrew's suit, I think both of them, argue with the wall, I think both of them are absolutely amazing. And I love how Marvel kind of used Tom's suit to kind of integrate both aspects of both suits into this one suit to create the perfect Spider-Man suit of all time. or at least just in live action. And back to my original point, I love the fact that they kept the moving islands. I feel like if they took that away, it just wouldn't be good. Tobey and Andrew Spider-Man, they rocked that no moving lens things pretty well. It was the early 2000s for both of those projects, and they didn't have, I guess, the CGI capabilities to have that work in live action. But one thing I really liked about Tom's version of Spider-Man in the MCU, his lenses moved, and I think that added a lot of character to Tom's Spider-Man, and it made his Spider-Man unique. And it was also just way better. It can express his emotions so much better with the moving lenses, and I'm just very glad that they stuck with that moving forward in the MCU. This suit is also very reminiscent of the Alex Ross Spider-Man art. I've been seeing so many comparisons online with that version of the suit and the MCU's version, and they're almost identical, and I love that. And Alex Ross is one of the greatest comic book artists of all time, especially his art of Spider-Man. I really like it. I like it a lot. And I love how similar Tom's suit is with this art, especially the lenses. These version of the Spider-Man lenses is not my favorite. I still think that Andrew wins that aspect of the suit. His lenses in the second movie is the best Spider-Man lens we have ever gotten in live action, but Tom's are definitely a close second, especially since his can enlarge in and shrink and, do all that movement. And actually, I'm gonna take that statement back. I think because Tom's eyes can move, they are above Andrew's. I also love how bright the colors are in the suit. People were thinking that the colors were going to be a little darkened and not so bright because of that video that we got of Tom, first showing the suit. But I think that was obviously just the setting that the video was taken in. And these set photos that we have seen, everywhere show that the suit is bright and vibrant. And dude, speaking of these set photos are honestly so cool. Some of them are actually really, really cool to look at. These photos give this movie so much aura before it even hits the theaters. And also we have some set video links of him actually swinging through the city. And I believe that the first moment of the movie is gonna be him in a car chase with maybe the Inner Demons, the gang with Mr. Negative. If that is the beginning of the movie, this movie is already the best Spider-Man movie we've ever got. Okay, that's a little stretch, but it's gonna be really, really good. I've always wanted a Spider-Man movie to start with him dealing with lower class type villains, like him chasing down the Shocker and just handling lower class villains, and then using that to anchor us into the actual beginning of the movie. I think a Spider-Man movie, beginning like that is truly gold. I also love the fact that Tom in all these set photos looked very happy to be playing the role. I love an actor who gets casted for a role, like a superhero role, and loves playing the role and puts their heart into playing the role, because that gives us one of the greatest performances in live action for a character that's from comics. And another reason why this suit is so much better than any other suit he has ever gotten in the past in the MCU is because it's not overcomplicated. There's no extra lines going through the sides of his suit. There's none of that. It's the simple, basic red and blue Spider-Man suit, and I love to see that. I think we all love to see that in a Spider-Man suit, and honestly, in all of superhero suits. But with these photos, there also comes more news about the movie, which I will talk about in a separate video. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. If you enjoyed this video, let me know y'all's thoughts and opinions about the suit in the comments down below. I would love to hear y'all's thoughts about the suit. But without further ado, I'll see you on my next one. Peace!